My mom, I'm gonna throw my mom under the bus for a second. She just took a nap, so she's been a little tired.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. Hey, Karen, Sheila, hello, Jermaine. Hello, Tanya, woohoo, hello, Holly, Bill and Holly, Holly and Bill. Juanita, Josette.
I'm actually live on mine, but we're just gonna go live on mine, so it's okay.
On your personal page?
No, it's 90 day, but it's just on mine. It's through me.
Oh, yeah, perfect. That's great. Hey, hi.
I'll be back in 1 second, you guys.
Sorry, again, like I said, we were a little bit later. He ran over just a little bit later. And so let's talk about some wins really quick for a second. Anybody have some wins? Vicky, she said she deserves it. I have this problem when Dominic, I said that wrong. Lindsay, that win this week, she sold 300 pieces. Whoa, that is amazing. Holy cow. That is wonderful. Sorry. I have this deal that I'm getting ready to go on a cruise. And so I'm up. Oh, by the time you get home and you start to pack, and I had theater last night. And so I'm kind of like, anyway, sorry. Business page over 700. Good job. I'm excited. Let's see. I only need one more person to hit director of the month. Woohoo! On any wins over here on our Zoom call? Anybody have some wins on their Zoom call or that's on our Zoom call? Oh yeah, raise Josette. Yes.
I did a spontaneous live yesterday. And I mean spontaneous. I didn't do all the prepping like I normally do and just start showing stuff. I had like over 15 people on there.
Cool.
Had some great sales. It was going so fast that I had to just like write down stuff instead of trying to put stuff away. It was crazy, but it was good. It was good. A lot of new people that just showing up. So it was wonderful.
Good.
Awesome.
Wow, good job. That's wonderful.
That's super awesome. Sorry, we're looking over on Facebook.
She's still talking. Is that just
Nope.
delayed? Oh, it's
No, this
delayed.
is here.
Perfect.
Yeah. Dominic said one win this week is 300 pieces sold. Latria's need one more person to hit director. Awesome.
Going for the Z necklace.
Going for
Woo,
the knee.
good.
Awesome. Josette, super cool with that live. Sometimes we just got to like turn our brain off and just do it, right? Sometimes we just got to just do it. So super awesome. Over Sheila, I don't know if did you talk about convention?
No.
Convention tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10
a.m. Mountain Time for those that attended EMP. 2 o'clock Mountain Time for those that did not attend. So they have kind of a early bird for those that attended EMP. If you did not attend EMP, it'll be 2 o'clock Mountain Time. That's 4 o'clock Eastern Time.
Sweet. So tomorrow we better have some convention ticket holders tomorrow with our live.
Yeah.
Should we get going? Is that cool?
Yeah, let's do
So
it.
quick little win for me. I finally got to shave off my mustache for you guys, so you don't have to see that thing anymore. So
I love
little
it.
baby face going on. So we are back in rocking and rolling. So here we go. So today we're talking about a LTO. LTO stands for limited time offer. Okay. So if you guys have been joining us every single day, we actually talked about this a little bit with one of the previous weeks, but it was this guide that we want to create for people. So it's kind of like this idea that like, if you provide a little bit of content about jewelry or like jewelry hacks, basically overall you're saying, hey, if you want to know my 17 hacks to looking sexier with jewelry, comment down below or DM me and I'll send you the guide, right? So it's just an additional value that you can give to people, okay? So I'm going to go through some of this, and basically the main dare for today is we're going to create this 17 point. If you did it before, then let's see how we can enhance it or create a different one. And if you haven't, that's the dare for today, is to create this 17 point. It doesn't have to be 17 points, but at least like he mentioned, he liked doing 17 points.
He said 10 to 20.
10 to 20, right?
And 17, there's something about the number 7 that triggers your brain that says is true.
Yeah.
Oh.
So with that, going along a little bit more with the dare, so we want you to create this guide, and we'll give you a few examples of how we can use this guide within our social media. But basically the dare, we want you to do is at least create this, and we want you to post it in this 90-day run group.
In this group, in our Facebook group.
Yep, in this Facebook group. That way we can use each other's ideas.
Yes, that'd be great.
To be able to create our own guide for each other. Okay.
He said just go into your notes on your phone and start typing.
Yep. So he said don't make this anything fancy. Don't create it into a PDF. Don't create it in Canva. Make this extremely simple for you, and just create it in your notes app. If you have app, obviously that's Apple. I don't know what Android users have. I'm sure there's some sort of notes app, but basically you just put the title of it. And when you create this title of it, you want to create something like, I've heard like a sexy name to it. So you don't want to be like, here's 17 rules to wearing jewelry. It's like, no, here's 17 hacks to look sexier with jewelry, right? So create it like a little bit more of a hook for people to want it. Okay. So basically what you're doing is, we've kind of used this idea before about going into Chat GPT is a good way to look for these hacks, is Chat GPT, Google, YouTube. Go out and see what other people have said and just model their content and see how many different points that you can create within jewelry, or if it's in something else that we can provide content with, whether it's whatever your kind of content that you provide for people, whether it's jewelry that you're giving them as value, personal development hacks, business hacks, different things like that. Ways to, whatever you're focusing your branding on with your social media and content. Okay. So I know we're not used to this, but does that make sense for everybody? How we're going to create this? Yeah. Okay.
So you're just going to make a list of 17 things. It's basically something to send to people.
Yep.
So that they feel like you're knowledgeable, that you have not potential. What is the word? Empowerment, that have the knowledge, that you are what's the word I want? Go.
Hacks. You're credible. You actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Credibility.
I'm going to go back to this, and this is what I shared before, but here's some more little hacks. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. So I just put in here, what are hacks to wearing jewelry? This is on Chat GPT. It says, these are just ideas, right? So you can even like customize some of this. Hey, less is more. A few statement pieces can make a big impact, whereas a lot of small pieces can look cluttered. Layer necklaces to different lengths to create depth and interest. Try to mix your metal and not wear all gold or silver, and it'll give more dimension to your outfit. Don't hesitate to try new things. Use jewelry to draw attention to your best features. So here's some ideas, and maybe we can maybe take a screenshot of this and send it to you. But here's 7 things already that you guys can use, a part of that 17 points or however many points. Okay. So Chat GPT is obviously a resource that you guys can use. Go into Google, go into YouTube, and just look for jewelry hacks or fashion hacks. That way you can use that as content to provide to people. Okay. So the goal for this little document that you're going to create, so basically all you're going to do is you're going to pull out your phone, create a title to it, start listing out the things, and just take a screenshot of that notes app. And that's what you're going to send to people and use. And that's what, for the dare, that we want you to send and post in this 90-day group for that dare today. Okay. And
so easy. You don't have to make a big PDF or anything like that. You don't have to color it and make it fancy, put flowers on it. Is all you need to do is type in your phone, screenshot it, and there you go. Yep.
And that's your extra piece of value content that you can give to it. Okay. And something that maybe we don't say enough, but remember, you guys, even though we give you these daily dares, there's the finding DMO that we want you guys to be doing every single day. That's how you're filling your sales funnel, or your basically list. You're building your list of people you need that you can talk to be able to grow your customers and grow potentials, to be able to like grow your team. Okay. So a way to use this little document to your advantage for your social media is what you want to do is you want to find a way and a plan to give this piece of content, this like kind of little document. Basically, it's an image. You're going to give it how you can give it out to your customers easily or your followers. So what's an easy way that you can give it out to them? Okay. So as you provide other content that you're going to give to people, you can say, hey, if you want to learn more jewelry hacks or fashion tips or jewelry tips, comment, fire down below, comment, this down below.
Happy, comment, anything.
Something very, very simple, some sort of call to action, or DM me jewelry and I'll send this document to you. I'll send you these hacks to you. Okay. So that's the super easy plan for you to be able to send this to people, for them to want to DM you and to get this content. Okay. So obviously if they comment down below in the comments of a live or a reel or a post that you're doing, you're going to get back to them and DM them. Money is in the DM. You want to get into the DM, the direct message, the personal messages there.
Can I interrupt here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're telling you things to do. We're telling you, showing you ways to do it, and it's a lot. If you do half of them, some of them, all of them, great. But you got to remember, when you say comment below, you got to follow up on those.
Right.
If they comment info below and you get 5 people and you don't ever call them back, you got to follow up. Then that's part of what Robbie's talking about, the DMO, is finding new people. Take 10 or 15 minutes out of every single morning at, say, 10 o'clock. Nothing else happens at 10 o'clock, but you have 15 minutes at your computer to go back and look at some of those comments and follow up on those people. Because why are we spending time doing this?
Right.
If you're not going back and following up with those people.
Right. You're creating your own little bottleneck. Yep. Follow through. Fortune's in the follow-ups. Okay.
Yeah.
We might have created a little document about just the finding DMO that we might attach to the file. So we know we did a tracking sheet, but we might have made this a little bit easier for you guys. But the tracking sheet does go all the way through the finding DMO, those 5 C's, the commenting, the creating content, connecting, converting, and celebrating. Okay. That's your finding DMO that you want to be doing every day, that hopefully should only take you half an hour to 45 minutes to do every day. Okay. So as you create this, something I'm seeing over here on Facebook Live, Dominic said, could we do a reel like the top 10, then comment jewelry for the other 7? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good idea. And you can even just say, hey, here's the top 3 hacks to wearing jewelry. If you want 10 more, I'll send it to you. So start with a couple main ones as maybe the sexiest ones of your research list. Give it as content and then say, hey, if you like this content, comment down below, DM me, and I'll send you the list of the other 15.
Excellent.
Okay. Really great idea, Dominic. Really, really great idea. So there's different ways of how you can kind of hook people into this. A reel is a great idea. A live is a great idea. A post is a great idea. Okay. So just make sure, like we talked about, is make sure you follow up and send them. And you just have to send them this little screenshot of these other 17 tips or the 10 tips or the
remaining amount.
amount. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that you want to do is create some urgency. This is why it's called a limited time offer, is say, hey, let's just say we're looking at Dominic and she said she created the reel. Hey, within the next 48 hours, by tomorrow night, I'm only sending this out to 100 people, or I'm only sending this out until tomorrow night. So you got to create some sort of urgency behind it. Okay. Just like if you go to the store, hey,
the top 10 people win.
Yep. The top 10 people get this. Hey, like radio ads. What do? Hey, if you're the 10th caller, you get this. Hey, for just the holiday special, you get this. You got to order by the end of the year in order to get this 20% discount. Okay. That's a sales technique. It's urgency. You got to create some sort of urgency for people to want to comment and get this to you. Okay. So there's a couple different things that you can do. Is obviously this works on Facebook and Instagram because they have a messenger. If you're on TikTok or YouTube, obviously they don't really have a messenger, and TikTok's messenger, it sucks. It really does. And so a way to use this with them is you can create a little reel and say, hey, here's some tips. If you want to know more, as the next video, you can create a screen recording. If you don't know how to screen record on your phone, Sorry, this is just an iPhone.
You're talking about on TikTok. If they're doing a reel on TikTok, correct?
Yeah, you can do this on TikTok, or if you're doing like a YouTube short or something, even like on Instagram, you want to show them exactly what to do with follow up with you. Okay. And so if you ever look in your little apps down here, if you pull down into your control center, down here, this little button right here, if you hold on to it, if I can do it, this is kind of hard. I'm not seeing it. If you hold on to it, it opens up like this, and then it shows you the, oh, sorry. It shows you to see if your microphone's on or off. Turn your microphone on, and what happens is once this starts, it shows you exactly what you're recording on your phone, if you've ever done that on your phone. So it's like, okay, sweet. It's starting 3, 2, 1. It's recording everything on my phone right now. So I can come over here onto my home screen and say, all right, sweet, here's all my stuff. Okay, what you have to do is you kind of come over here into, you know, you can pull up your Instagram, whatever. All of this is recording right now, and it's hearing me talk, okay? And then you come up here, press the stop the screen recording, you stop it, and you just got to go into your photos, and this is what's going on. So I can come over here onto my home screen and say, all right, sweet, here's all my stuff. It's recording everything that's going on. Over here into, you know, you can. Does that make sense? It's hearing me talk. So as you record the video, it's showing you exactly what to do. That way you tell people like, hey, if you're on TikTok, this is what I want you to do exactly to message me. You got to go to my WhatsApp to message me over here. You got to go to my Instagram profile. This is what it looks like to go do this.
Go to my Facebook page.
Go to my Facebook page. Go to this website and fill out this form. Okay, so that's just for TikTok stuff. Okay, and YouTube, where they don't really have a messenger. If you're just focused on Facebook and Instagram, it's easier for them to just stick it and say, hey, message me, and you can DM that way pretty easily. Okay, so just a quick little summary to make this kind of simple is what we're doing for the DARE is you're looking for and researching these 17 tips, 15 tips, certain amount of tips that you can use as added value in content to give to people. That way, when you're saying, hey, here's the top 3 tips when you're using fashion, here's the top 3 tips to looking sexier with jewelry. Awesome. If you love this content, message, you know, amazing smile down below, and I'll send you the other 14 tips. And then you follow up with the 14 tips. And then another way to follow up with that is you say, hey, let me know which of these tips or hacks you like best.
Yeah.
Let me know which hack you like best. Let me know which hack you're going to use first. And remember, to keep engagement going, the best way to do it is ask a question, okay?
Always ask a question.
So if they come back, or if they don't come back, hey, and you send it to this person, follow up with them. Be intentional. Follow up with them. Hey, which hack did you like best out of these? Oh, I like this one the best. Awesome. Hey, when you finally put this to use, will you let me know? I would love to hear how it goes and how you feel about it. Awesome. You keep the conversation going. Okay.
One little tangent here. Every single time you make a post, not a post, but every single time you talk to anyone on Messenger or text or anything, always ask a question, because you can say, are you going to the play tonight? And they'll say yes. You can always come back and say, what time are you going to be there? Or what time are you leaving? Or are you going to have dinner first? Always ask a question, because that keeps conversations going always.
Yep. And if let's say they joined you on your live, hey, thanks so much for joining me on the live. What piece did you like best last night? What did you like best about what happened last night on the live? Or maybe you have an opportunity live. What stood out best to you? Awesome. Oh, that's super awesome. Ask another question. Ask another question. Okay, now opening it up to questions.
Questions.
Okay. Vicky said, what button did you click to do the video recording? So when you come in here, when you're on your screen and you unlock your screen, if you pull down on the right, this is called your control center on an Apple.
It's reflecting a little bit.
Okay. It's this one right here that looks like that's a record button. Okay. So that's a way of how to screen record on your phone. But in order to hook up your voice, so I can talk about it and tell you kind of where I'm going, is you got to hold the button. Sorry. Wow. Once you hold the button, you'll be able to see if the microphone's on or off. Okay. Once the microphone's on, I can talk and it'll pull up my voice as I'm going through the different things. Okay.
How do you know if the microphone's on or off?
It'll tell you, it says microphone on, right?
Oh, right at the bottom down
Yep.
there. Right down there, it says on or off.
Yep.
Let's see if we can do that.
See if we can get this going on. Make sense?
There you go.
Okay. Let's see. I always show that to my customers. I am not getting much feedback on. Let's see. Any questions here on Zoom? Any other questions over on Facebook? We're kind of looking through. How can I get people to comment? I'm not getting much feedback. Ask
good questions. If you're not getting them to comment, change the question. One word answers, this or that, yes or no. What color do you like best? What metal do you like best? Silver or gold? I ask yes or no, because those are easy to comment on. If you say, what's your favorite piece of jewelry? I'm scrolling right by, I'm not gonna do it. But if you say, do you like necklaces or earrings most? I can say necklace, I can do that. So one word.
Yep.
Sheila said Android has it too, pull down the same way, and it says screen recorder.
Awesome. Thank you, Sheila. Yep.
Good
Even
job.
Elaine
Thank
Thomas
you.
says Android has a screen recorder as well. Awesome. Will it say record? No, it's really just recording the thing. You only know that at least on an Apple, that it's recording because there's like a button like your top. See, it says sorry. When it's recording, it'll have a little up here at the top right. It just has a red little thing that means it's still recording. And then when I'm done, I just click it again and it stops. And it says screen recording stop. Yep, I want to stop. Okay. Let's see. I want to start with the weather question when moved to jewelry. I will start with the weather question, then move to the jewelry questions. Yeah, just realize that when we have a conversation with somebody, let's say you go out to lunch with somebody and you're catching up with an old friend, realize how many times the conversation changes from one thing clear to a different thing.
Changes subjects.
Changes
Right,
subjects.
guys.
Yep.
Subjects or ideas. Yeah, so you don't have to just always talk jewelry. You can talk
Yeah.
kids and my husband and I went to the doctor and jewelry's awesome. And what are you doing tomorrow? And oh my gosh, flowers are coming up and my kids are crazy and it's my birthday. So there you go. All in one conversation.
Yep. And realize, I think I saw Robin, you said like, I'm not getting very many comments. I would just say, look at where you're at with like, let's just say your followers, maybe you only have a couple hundred followers and you have to build up you have to build that customer base up first and work on the action side of things until you get more customers or more followers and just see what value you're providing people or what the relationship you have with them. Like, is there trust there? Like how much trust is there for them to like comment on your things and just be patient. There might be a lot of action-based marketing. We talked about this kind of like thing where there's action-based graph and then there's attraction-based content. Eventually we want it like, we're going to have to keep focusing on our action and being more intentional and finding people and going out and getting them to follow us until as we create more of our content, hopefully in time, there's going to be this little X right here that we're going to hopefully be able to not need to do as much action and go out and find people. They're going to start following us on their own through the attraction marketing that we're creating through our content. Okay.
I always on my lives, I always like to try and ask questions that I don't as much anymore, but before, one of my favorite questions was, what was your favorite movie or TV show that you watched when you were little? I mean, that brings back emotion and people comment a lot on that. How old were you when you got married? Or how old were you when you did something, when you realized Santa Claus wasn't real around Christmas time, or when you did not believe in Santa Claus? Some things that create emotion will cause them to react a lot faster or make more content. And you can start with posts where people just see them and then move that into your life so they can talk openly with you.
I would also say I'm seeing some stuff over on Facebook, like the chat. Realize if you're just selling paparazzi on, let's just say on your personal page, and it's all about selling and you're not really providing other content to help people out of like different hacks and different things like that, try and see how you can help people out and give value. Value meaning, why would I want to follow this person? Okay.
There's three whys. One is education, one is empowerment, and the other, what's the other E? Education, empowerment, and
entertainment.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Yep.
They want to be
Right,
entertained.
Yep.
I wear hats, you know, people jump on and I get to where I just get my ones that I like and they're cute and they're pretty. But if I wear a stupid fish on my head, wow, I get people stopping and then they're like, I don't know what you're doing, but I got to figure it out. So
there, that's the entertainment side of things. So like, what is empowering or inspirational that I'm providing people to want to follow me? What is educational that I'm teaching people? Like, hey, I'm giving people certain hacks of how to wear jewelry and be sexier or more confident, or here's personal development hacks for me to feel more confident and follow me because you want this content. Okay. So it's about time right now. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We love seeing your guys' faces. Love you guys over here on Facebook. We will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you guys so much for joining us. We have loved being a part of this with you guys. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Love ya.